On January 9th, 1987, Disney teamed up with George Lucas to bring guests a brand new Star Wars experience that only Imagineers could give them. The new Star Wars ride would become a mainstay for Disney parks everywhere, simulating what it surely must feel like to zoom through the galaxy far, far away. This is Dateline Disney, and today we'll be booking a flight to Endor with Star Tours. The attraction that would become Star Tours began to take shape first as an interactive simulator ride based not on the Star Wars franchise, but instead upon the 1979 Disney film, The Black Hole. These concepts, though revolutionary and innovative for their time, were quickly shelved due to both the unpopularity of the black hole and the hefty price tag that would come with the attraction. The technology also wasn't there. It would need to advance much more before an attraction would be able to live up to Disney's standards. Then, in 1984, Imagineer Tony Baxter began searching for new talent that would be able to help create a new Disneyland. Baxter found George Lucas, director of the famed 1977 release Star Wars, and believed that Lucas would be able to help him improve Disneyland for the decades to come. After getting approval to consult with Lucas from Disney president Ron Miller, Baxter returned to the motion simulator ideas from Imagineering past, only this time with the Star Wars charm they had always needed to become a reality. Disney went ahead and purchased 4 military-grade flight simulators where guests would simulate the experience of flying through the Star Wars universe. Each individual simulator was sold to Disney at $500,000 apiece, and adjusting the price for inflation, Disney paid roughly $4 million for the ride simulators alone. Imagineers also started to design the ride structure and pre-show for Star Tours, and the final cost of the attraction amounted to $32 million, about $67 million today. Star Tours opened to huge success in the Disneyland Resort, bringing massive crowds of Disney and Star Wars fans alike. To celebrate the new attraction, Disneyland remained open for 60 hours straight, starting on January 9th at 10 a.m. and staying open up until January 11th at 10 p.m. In fact, Star Tours was such a success that Disney opened the attraction another 3 times around the world, in Tokyo Disneyland, Disney's Hollywood Studios, and finally in Disneyland Paris consecutively. Each version of the attraction was fairly similar, although they all managed to become hailed as a staple ride of the Disney parks. That being said, Star Tours would eventually have to bring new experiences to guests, just like the constantly evolving franchise it was based on. In 2005, roughly 18 years after Star Tours first opened to the public, George Lucas informed Star Wars Celebration 3 attendees that a Star Tours 2 attraction was in development. After hearing this news, guests began to offer up their own ideas of what they'd like to encounter in the new Star Tours, such as the Battle of Hoth. Though because Star Tours was an official part of Star Wars canon, the idea was scrapped in favor of a Hoth sequence preceding the battle scene in Empire Strikes Back, in order to avoid disrupting the Star Wars canon. Star Tours: The Adventures Continue opened in 2011 and first to Hollywood Studios, then Disneyland, opening next in 2013 in Tokyo Disneyland. A Disneyland Paris version is still being prepared, however, though it is planned to open only 4 days after this video's debut. This new Star Tours proved to be a much more high-tech attraction, being just as innovative as the original. In addition to utilizing new flight simulation technologies, Star Tours: The Adventures Continue was now in full 3D. It also has over 96 possible ride sequences, randomizing its pre-recorded videos to make sure the experience is unique each time. Further, one of the guests riding is chosen to be the rebel spy, who must escape the Empire and be delivered to safety. This new Star Tours experience gives us a sneak peek at what Disney may have in store for us when Star Wars Land opens in both Disneyland and Hollywood Studios in 2019. However, until then, we'll have to board Star Tours in order to visit that galaxy far, far away. Thank you for watching Dateline Disney. If you liked what you saw, there are a few things you can do to help us out. As always, drop us a like and help us reach 25 likes this week. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications if you'd like to be among the first to see our videos when they release. However, if you really want to see Dateline Disney before anyone else, you can become a patron on our Patreon page. Links are in the description. Starting at only $2 a month, you can get early access to our videos, and you also get to become a part of the creation process. Thanks, we'll see you next Wednesday.